fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Good on you, mate.
Sorry, fellas, just undressing.
Taking your jacket off there, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
I like that jacket, Jase.
Thanks, mate. Just freeing
Hide
up,
your weird hoodie.
freeing up my hoodie. Got so many layers on, it's ridiculous.
Going to have a big weekend on the piss, I think.
Who you
Really?
are?
Yeah.
What's the occasion?
Well, I'm going to go on the wagon again on Monday.
Right.
So the best way to go on the wagon, Keyzie, and you won't know this,
Just to punish yourself for a few days.
is get so pissed that come Monday
You crave
not
the
so
wagon.
I'm not going to be spewing drunk like you get, but you're like, oh yeah, it's time to go on the wagon.
I haven't spewed from drinking in, I reckon, 3 years.
It's pretty good.
As
It's
I've,
very good at your
as,
age.
as I've already stated, I was never a spewer.
No.
Ever. It was a waste.
Oh, no, it was a massive spew.
I'm
I don't
sure
think you spew because you've got so much booze. I think you spew because your body's telling you to
Yeah,
stop
to get
drinking.
rid of I've been in that scenario where just overcapacitized,
yeah.
Right.
you know, and
No
done
more
the-
room in the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know,
Yeah.
I've been in that situation too where you go, I was been in business in Jade, so I'm just going to have a lie down.
Oh, I like
And then you
that,
have
sure.
a lie down and she's like, do-douche, do-douche,
Yeah,
do-douche,
yeah.
do-douche in the ceiling.
What's
Yeah.
that?
It's
like
it's
spinning.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been,
yeah.
I've
You
been
know
there.
how you get out of the spins?
Spew?
No, you put one foot against the wall.
Oh, okay.
So you lie on your back, and that, for some reason,
Like steadies you.
steadies you.
That
yeah.
would have
Because
been
it spins that. Yeah.
That would have been a handy tip in my
Back
life,
in the day, I
Mikey.
know I haven't had it since I found that out.
Right.
You should try get it this weekend.
No, I might have a go. So yeah, hopefully date night with the missus tomorrow. But it's a shame my brother-in-law's moving over to Aussie
Yes.
tomorrow.
Good fella.
He's a great man, and he's what is he, 22 or 23? But he's only got he's our only babysitter.
Oh,
Pretty
no.
much. We've got one other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
And also, Keyzie, actually. Actually, you'd
Keyzie.
love it, man.
Nah, I don't know.
Oh,
Well, you
it'd
know,
be
you
good. It's
talked
good
about
practice.
kids. Yeah, you
Nah,
talked
I
about
don't know.
And I
kids.
tell you what, isn't it insane that you go here and have kids without... We never did any babysitting or anything.
Nah.
I
my,
feel going blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
my wife was
My wife!
shut it. A professional nanny for about 2 years over in London.
Well, Zara raised three of her siblings
Right,
pretty
yeah.
much, so she had a fair idea what was coming.
Yeah.
Last night, actually, my daughter gave us a flashback. Remember, I was going through tough times about a year or whenever that was.
Yeah, right.
5 minutes ago. She started doing that again last night, and she'd get up and scream in the middle of the night and be inconsolable and scream for like 2 hours.
Yes.
And she started doing that last night. I was like, oh no, we're not going back. But then she came out of it in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
good.
good.
It
What was the reason?
woo! She had a bad dream.
Oh,
And
nightmare.
I think when they're younger, they have a bad dream, and then they don't know what's real and what's not, so they're just screaming and sort of, I don't know, but Jesus.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Even Zara, my wife, was like, she was like, ooh, that was not a nice flashback.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I still remember when I was about
Penis.
6 or 5 or 4 or something. We went to
You were
Ripley's.
alive, you know that much.
Ripley's Believe It or Not. Believe it.
Or not.
Do you remember how you used to say that?
On the TV show.
Yeah.
Really?
A really old school one, the 80s one. Do you remember that?
With,
Believe it or not. I can't remember who it was hosted by. It was
Wasn't
like
it
was
Lee
an
Crosby?
actor. No, that's incredible.
Oh.
David Lee Crosby, Kathy Lee Gifford, and the other guy.
because one of them
Good
I
looking.
just used to get so turned on by.
Yeah, probably the woman,
Oh,
was
it
it?
was the Guinness Book of Records. Is that the one?
It was called Ripley's Believe It or
Oh,
Not.
yeah. Yeah.
Ripley's Believe It, and there was 3 hosts, and she was Kathy Lee Gifford, and that show was called
Yeah,
That's
Kathy
Incredible.
Lee. Yeah,
Holly-
Kathy
That's
Lee.
Palance.
incredible.
Holly
They used to say.
Palance. Jack Palance.
Jack Palance
Yeah.
hosted it.
There's also that one
So can you bring up that Believe It or Not?
with William Shatner.
That's right.
Unexplained.
Oh, Unexplained Mysteries, I think it's
Unexplained.
Find out how safety engineers stage crashes to test equipment that could save your life.
It's at the end, he says it, but it's all good. Keep playing it.
Take a ride in Colorado with an unusual collector who goes out of his way to get junk mail.
Great voice.
Share a young boy's joy as computerized techniques help him to overcome a disabling disease.
Great computer.
Leap into the middle of a tank full of frogs to take a seat at a bizarre banquet in Japan. Take a walk with an amputee fitted with a remarkable
episode.
new
Big episode
artificial
this
leg.
week. Artificial legs, drinking toad's blood.
Allow Marie Osmond to introduce you to the participants in one of the world's most
Marie
unusual
Osmond.
contests.
Is it from the Osmond family?
Yeah.
The strange, the bizarre, the unexpected. These are the kinds of subjects a man named Robert L. Ripley challenged us to
Believe it or not.
These are facsimiles.
Bastard. That was not right. Because normally it would cut back to Jack Palance and he'd go, all of that tonight on Ripley's Believe It or Not. Well, it was one of those things you'd take the piss out of in the playground, you know? He's like, you go, believe it? Because he looked dead. Yeah, there he
God,
is.
they were
Looked
such
dead.
great shows back in the day.
Or not.
Here he is.
Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
By the end of the show, he was giving it a hundy.
So good.
Good stuff. Yeah, so back on the old wagon, I'm going to do...
What I was saying, though, about Believe It or Not.
Oh, yeah, believe it or not.
Went to the one in Aussie, in Brisbane, and we saw one of those, what are those coffins called with the spikes inside it?
Oh.
Iron Maiden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's
something
one
like
name
that.
for it, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
But I then dreamt that my entire family were put into an Iron Maiden except for me, and I woke up and I thought that
I dream of Jeannie.
I thought that I was inside one or in a coffin or something, and I just still remember to this day it's the most vivid nightmare I've ever had.
Do you want to know what I dreamed of last night? Actually, you just reminded me.
What?
When Frankie woke me up. I was at a party. We were all at a party.
Right.
It was like
Us
yeah,
as well?
all of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I feel like it was like a Palm Springsy sort of thing. Very nice party. It was a pool party as
Yes.
well. Jeremy Wells came in and handed out ecstasy tablets.
It sounds like him.
And I took one.
Yes.
And I was like, this is going to be great. And then got woken up.
Oh,
Would have been
just
so
after you've
good.
dropped it
Just
too.
dropped it. Ruined
Yeah,
it.
damn it.
And then the next dream that I went into after that was Sean Johnson. We were all in. I wonder if you were there. You might have been there. We're in the Warriors changing room after a win.
It sounds
and
like
he'd
me.
won the Dally M. He'd won the Dally
Wow.
M. So
Oh, wow.
you heard it here first.
So last game of the season
Good
then must have
news.
been.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a dream just before I got woken up, when I woke up this morning, and it was Keyzie.
Oh God.
And I was just sort of lying in bed, and my wife was lying next to me. And Keyzie
What did he do?
staggered into the room, totally nude,
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
half a mongrel,
Oh.
and was like, "What are you guys up to?"
And we were like, cuts.
And I was like, "Keyzie!"
What
I
are you
genuinely-
guys up to?
Do you know what's funny is I genuinely dreamed about you guys last night as well.
Oh really?
I didn't dream about you, Keyzie. You can relax.
No, your wife did. So
Oh shit.
I just
I don't know about that.
Mogi,
Oh.
just between you and me,
What?
mate.
Oof.
Just between you and me.
She hates him.
Keyzie's lovely wife got in contact with me last night. She said, "Jase,
Oh.
that pic of you with that hat, genuinely hot."
Yes.
Just between you and me, mate.
Yes.
you know what, Jase? Because we are going to talk about this, but she did think that Mike looked. What happened is she saw the photo of Cool Hat Mogi, right? She thought the voting thing was, do you like it, yes or no? So she said yes, and then she's like, oh, I just voted that Mike's hot. And then that was quite funny. But then it went across to the one of you, and then she voted hot on you as well.
She'd learned by that stage. But that is funny. Oh, right. She liked it, but did she like it? That's weird.
So she was like, yeah, I like the hat.
Yeah.
Did she
But
really
on
like
me,
the
it was
hat?
not a good photo.
No, but she just thought the
There's
hat
a
was
lot
cool.
of people.
Well, actually, the photo.
You should see it on you.
The photo of me was good.
It was,
a good photo.
Um,
Although my brother-in-law pointed out, he said you could physically see an inch of space around on the inside of the hat. There.
Okay, could you?
That's what he thought. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
big
felt
gap. But I thought
quite snug
that looked
to
like
me.
a good fit to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the dream I had was we did sports chat
Oh yeah.
with the music.
Very popular.
So the sports chat music started playing. Where is it?
It is a tune, eh?
And then I looked at you guys because you guys were going to lead it off, and you both just blanked and realised you had nothing. And I was just like,
And did you save the day, Keyzie?
But get this, I saved the day and I still remember what I said by word for word talking about the Broncos-Roosters game last night, even though I hadn't seen it, and saying about how the Broncos are top of the table, but will they fall off like last season and blah, blah, blah. And I saved Sports Chat and went away to a song. And then I woke up and was like, if I said that actually on the radio, it would have made it would have been boring. But it was like a real realistic thing.
It was a good podcast chat, though.
Great podcast.
Did you know the result when you went to bed?
No, and so I remember thinking, I'm pretty sure the Broncos will win, so I just pretended that they had won and crossed my fingers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you were right.
I did, yeah. So it was a very realistic dream, although in real life...
It was all a dream.
I've had a
Could
lot
barely
of
get a word
dreams
in,
of
so-
late, truly. I've had a lot of dreams of late of being on stage and not knowing my lines.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's because you're back doing Brokenwood.
Yeah, no, even before, this is before Brokenwood. I had one dream that was so bad that in my dream, I was performing on stage a play that I didn't know, and I had to just make it up.
Just go along with it.
But also that night was an opening night of another play that I was involved in that I really wanted to pull out of, but I didn't pull out of.
Yeah.
And so that was the opening night.
got a
After the
Brokenwood
play,
vibe.
after the play that I was currently doing, I knew I had this other play to do.
Yeah.
Every night, 2 plays.
2 plays, and I didn't know a single line
I
in
think
that play.
I've had one of those dreams this year, but I very rarely have the on stage.
Yeah, I haven't
thing.
had them for ages.
Yeah.
But then douche.
There you go.
So good. Anyway, that's...
And then I had this dream when Keys.
Oh, sorry, wrong
here
thing.
it is.
What the?
Yeah,
Are you steamed, Keyzie?
Not yet.
Your Hauraki Big Show Keyzie word of the day is...
Believe it or not.
Nice.
Hey, follow us, Mr. Mogi.
I will follow him.
At Cool Hat
Follow him
Mogi.
wherever he may go.
At Weird Hoodie Hoyt.
There isn't a mountain too high.
I think you should
At
start.
New Jacket Keyzie.
I think you should start a new Instagram account.
Oh, yeah.
Cool Hat Mogi.
Cool Hat Mogi.
Cool Hat Mogi, yeah. What's that?
And it's
Luke?
just you posing.
Lucky Luke.
And
Cool
it-
Hat Luke.
And it can be you just in different environments.
With the
wearing a
hat on.
cool
in my hat. Yeah.
Looking
I'm
real-
going to get naked. It'll be naked pretty soon. You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, good.
Naked, only wearing the hat.
Yeah.
Have
This
you
is
still
me
got
on
the
my
hat?
couch.
Oh,
I brought
it's
the hat.
there.
I brought it in.
Yeah,
it's going to
yeah.
live here. I don't need it.
But he sheepishly carried it into work instead of just rocking the Cool Hat Mogi
I
look.
was definitely not going to wear it.
But
it's
it's
funny
so
in
cool.
here. It's sad out there stores.
Thanks.
Get on you backbones.
Yeah.
Have a few beers, would you?
Thanks, mate.